Good morning, friends. I will give everyone a couple of seconds to get on. How are we today? I actually have my coffee here with me this morning. Okay, so, Metapwr Advantage, my friends. So I hope you like the previous 2 days information about the Metapwr Oil Blend and the Metapwr Assist and their uses and why they're so important and why they're so effective, right? Because eventually that's why we're here. We want to learn why they're effective and what they can do for our body. So this morning, I'm going to spend some time with you and go over the metabolic advantage, which is the collagen powder. And I don't know if you know anything about advantage. I'm not sure. About collagen, but collagen is a very hot topic. If you start looking in the news and you start Googling collagen, collagen has been probably one of the most searched items, keywords over the last several years. And we're going to go over that a little bit more about if there are top name people, which I'm not going to name here, are doing things for anti-aging, then why shouldn't we as doTERRA, as a beautiful, amazing company, do the same thing? So let's dive right into it. So Metapwr collagen has been designed for optimal absorption and metabolic health by targeting longevity genes. It is the most absorbable form of collagen on the market. I'm going to go into explain why it's the most absorbable and why we want it to be the most absorbable. So usage tips, how can you use the collagen? So the way all of us here who have been doing the Metapwr now for a while, take the sachet packet, put it into a glass or bottle of 5 to 8 ounces of water. I prefer it to be room temperature water. Other people like cold water. It all depends on what you like and what you want, right? And so you put it in the bottle, you shake it up, or you use a frother, mix it up really well, and we want it to drink it immediately, okay? And so you can take it daily, every day. I take it mine at the same time. And again, I'll go over habits and routines late tomorrow. But you can take it every day whenever you prefer, whether it's the morning, afternoon, evening, and we'll go into all those logistics later on tomorrow. Okay. So again, one sachet, put it in water, mix it, froth it, and drink it immediately. So what is in the Metapwr Advantage? Oh my God, I'm still so early in the morning. So it addresses the relationship between metabolism and aging with certain NADH, NAD plus, and collagen. And I'm going to go into the details of all those scientific words in our metabolic makeover class. This is just really meant to be a short introduction to you about the collagen and why it's so effective. So we learned that as we age, our body produces less and less collagen. So our body stops producing collagen somewhere after around the age of 25, which, let me tell you, our lifespan nowadays, we go until the 80s or 90s. That's a really long time for our body not to producing as much collagen as we need. And so diminishing collagen levels means that we lose skin elasticity, bone density, our hair changes, our texture changes, our muscle joints and weakness. Definitely we feel our weaker joints. Spinal discs degenerate, the blood vessels weakens, and our cellular health degrades. So why not be able to find a product that can help to improve all those? And I know we've all taken collagen. I've taken it. I put it in my coffee. I put it in my water. I've gotten liquid collagen. And honestly, nothing worked. The only one that I had found that worked for a while was a collagen by Ancestral Supplements. And after reading and learning about the research from doTERRA, I am 100% doTERRA believer on the collagen here. So healthy collagen levels are helping, they're key in helping our body tissues regenerate and maintain wellness areas and everything that was mentioned above. Okay, so why does this work? So most collagen products only feature one or two collagen types. And that's the usual one. Usually it's about skin, hair, wrinkles, beauty. So type 1 and type 2 collagen usually address that kind of collagen. And they are in a peptide form, which means they under a microscope, they look much larger. And so what do we do with what do we do about the rest of our body? Our bones, our muscles, our ligaments, our healthy blood vessels, our cells. What do we do for that? And so doTERRA was able to be able to source ethically 9 different types of marine collagen. which is the most available form and most absorbable form of collagen. So our body we know that there are 28 types of collagen in our body, and doTERRA was able to ethically source 9 of those. And so absolutely love it. So I'm going to quickly just go over some of them for all my science people out there. So type 1 collagen is related to skin beauty. Type 2 is for bone protection and the main component for cartilage. Type 4 is the main protein for connecting the dermis and epidermis and forming a network to be able to keep our skin nice and healthy. Type 5 is about stabilizing the structures of type 1 and 2. So do you see how all these are all working together? Type 6 maintains the function of our cells, both muscle function and cell membrane, right? Remember, our cells are protected by an oily membrane, and that is why the oils work so well, because they're able to penetrate that membrane. So the collagen that's in doTERRA's collagen in the Advantage is able to penetrate and work on a cellular level and repair that membrane to keep it healthy. The next collagen type 9, is an important component because for the cartilage, growth cells, plates, joints, and our discs. The next one is 25, collagen 25. It helps to inhibit the fibrillation of amyloid beta peptide. I have no idea what that means, but guaranteed by the time I see you again for our Metapwr metabolic makeover class, I will definitely let you know about the collagen and why it works. There is a collagen 1A2 protein, and then there's vascular collagen, which is involved in cell growth and differentiation. Again, all these things are super important in our body. So our body must actually be able to absorb the collagen to get the benefits. And so what happens is with other collagens that just have 1 or 2 types, it actually, your body picks where the collagen should go. So just because you have a problem with your nails and you want stronger nails doesn't necessarily mean that the collagen is going to go there. And so by putting in 9 different types of collagen into our body, it actually helps our body to be able to push the collagen out to all areas of need, to your skin, your hair, your nails, your bones, your bones, your joints, your blood vessels, your cell membranes, all those things. And so that's what I absolutely love about it. And so the collagen is hydrolyzed, which means it's cut into small, specific tripeptide pieces, fragments, and then it increases the bioavailability. Again, I love doTERRA for its bioavailability in this product. Your body's able to take it in, and you're not just excreting it out at the end of the day. So why does this work for longevity, right? Why do we want this for long-term health? And so the fields of anti-aging medicine, which I said in the beginning, has exploded over the last several years. Everyone is looking for anti-aging products, anti-aging creams, anti-aging body, anti-aging wrinkles, whatever you name it, it's out there on the market, right? And so we are infatuated with it. We want to live younger, longer. And so it's all about keeping our mitochondria healthy and functioning at optimal rates. And so remember, the mitochondria is what gives our cells its energy. And so we don't want our cells to be aging. And then again, it relates back to yesterday with the glucose level where we have the spikes. When we have spikes, our cells age. And when we don't have the collagen to regenerate the cells stay aging. And so with the assist and the collagen, it actually helps to keep our cells younger, it regenerates them, and it really keeps them healthy. All right. Lastly, I just have 2 more pages, and we'll go on with our day. So the Metapwr Advantage contains 2 key healthy ingredients that promote healthy mitochondrial function. One of them is NMN, and the other one is NADH. And so these 2 ingredients, they work to support healthy levels. And so while the NAD plus serves numerous functions, the most critical one is the metabolic processes and mitochondrial functions. So this product, this thing that's in the Advantage, really helps to supercharge our cells and to really keep them healthy longer. I'm not going to go into the details about it. Again, I'm going to go over it during the metabolic makeover class. So in addition to these things that are in our in the Advantage, we have a couple of other items, other ingredients: resveratrol, rose apple extract, ceramides from rice, red orange complex, sea buckhorn, biotin, hydrochloric acid, and liposomal vitamin C. And so according to the preliminary studies that we've done, The red orange complex and the sea buckthorn are very high in polyphenol antioxidants. So our body needs antioxidants because it helps to keep our cells healthy, right? And it keeps our tissues to preserve in the process, right? It helps our tissues to regenerate and to help them stay healthy longer. The hyaluronic acid, works to support the integrity of your skin, right? And that's what is known as skin elasticity. And the liposomal vitamin C, which I take anyway, which is a liquid form of vitamin C, tells your cells that are part of your connective tissue network to go to work to create healthy connective tissue. So again, that goes with your bones, with your muscles, everything, your ligaments. You know, when you wake up and you have joint pain, all that is connected. And so the liposomal vitamin C helps to alert those cells to start working and to start creating things in a beautiful, natural way. So that's really it about the advantage, my friends. So it helps to keep your cells, basically overall, the Metapwr advantage helps keep your cells functioning as if you were young. And that's what we want. And so that is my information for the advantage. I know it got a little sciencey, but definitely we'll dive into the science, the preclinical studies, the all the research that we've been doing, like I said, in our metabolic makeover class. Tomorrow I'll be going live, and it's a bonus day, and we're going to be putting all these three products together to be able to come and show you a healthy lifestyle, routines, and then also addressing those 5 pillars of health as doTERRA has been talking about for the last several weeks. So enjoy your Sunday, my friends, and I will talk to you later. Bye.